Hi, it's Ciara, and welcome to animation. So, last time we talked about character development, and today we're going to talk about setting. So, in our stories, it's important that we decide upon a setting in terms of location or in terms of time. So, regardless of either of those constituents, you are going to select a place where you want your story to be set. I am creating a story about aliens, so I am going to have one of my settings be outer space, and the other is going to be New York City. They're going to be traveling from space to New York City and back. So I'm going to create three settings, three backgrounds for my story. One is going to be outer space, one is going to be the city, and one is going to be maybe the sky as though they're returning to outer space. So if you are like me, choosing three different locations, it's going to be easy for you to create three settings. If you would like your story to take place in the same setting the whole time, for example, if your setting is going to be Brooklyn, then you might want to divide the setting via time. So you can make a setting that occurs in the morning, you can make a setting that occurs in the afternoon, and you can make a setting that occurs in the evening. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to show you an example of my settings that I've drawn in the next slide. And that is all we're focusing on today, is taking some time to draw at least three settings that will act as our background, and following all of that, just placing your characters on top of those backgrounds to test and make sure that they fit in with the background. Oftentimes we find that when we test the animation, our characters are too large or the backgrounds are too small. So today is really just drawing out those backgrounds and making sure that the characters fit in their settings. So in the next clip, I'm going to show you my settings and a little example of what testing out those characters looks like.
So now I'm just going to test my backgrounds to make sure that the characters I've already drawn fit in terms of scale and size. So here on this first one, my character seems to fit in just fine. The background looks like it's further away, so I'm happy with that one, so I'm going to leave it as it is. In my next background, it seems like my characters are a little bit too large. If this happens to you, you can either do one of two things. You can make your background larger, or you can make your character smaller, whichever is easier for you. And then finally, in my last one, I already know that my characters fit in well because I had created this background after I had created my characters. So you just want to run through this with all of your characters on all of your backgrounds to make sure that when you're ready to animate, everything is set up correctly for you. To redraw characters, this is a little tip that I use. I just draw some small boxes and then I redraw my character into the box to ensure that it's the scale and size that I wish.
That's it for today. Next time, we are going to dive a little deeper into plot and storyboarding and get started on our final animations. I'll see you next time.